I need to introduce you to the voices in my head. No, really. Grandfather spoke to me again last night. I wrote it down in an attempt to understand the dream. Be patient. Here it goes. I saw him sitting on a rock, watching the sun peeking over distant mountains. He wore a brown leather jacket, jeans, and cowboy boots, topped by a full mop of straight graying hair. He was familiar, yet alien, and a presence emitting unspoken power. Need to watch sometimes. Quit squirreling around with the trivial and take in the important. Don't do that much, do you? You talking to me? I asked. It would appear to be the case. Damn frog's too crazy to hold proper dialogue with. Then he turned, and I saw Grandfather. He saw the recognition on my face. Maybe. Could be him. Not sure out here, are we, though? Well, what does that mean? I asked. Whatever you want it to. All I know is Oliver needs more than hit musical animals. Needs human contact. Why do I dream about you? You're a curiosity. How so? Your conviction. Don't give up, do you, son? I have a choice. There's always a choice. Doing nothing's a choice. Grandfather looked at me intently, his blue eyes calm as a windless sea. I felt a need to say something to fill the silence, but no words came to mind. Very good. What? I asked. Didn't flinch. The whole time I was staring you up. Most look away, scuff a heel in the ground, say something. You just waited. Do I pass? Hell if I know, I was just looking at you. You're like all the others. He turned and began walking towards the mountains, filled with caves. The dragons. Dragons? Grandfather thought about that for a moment. Interesting. He continued walking. He walked up to the stump of a dead, petrified saguaro and propped one of his boots on its lip. Tell me about him. What do you see? I tried to find a description, but the dragons from my dreams defied description. The more I struggled to find an image, the less detail I remembered. I see them as dragons, but I have no idea what they look like. Reflections. That's all. They resonate at frequencies similar, but not quite the same as yours. He found a stick and drew 4 lines in the sand. See that? I shook my head. Those lines are multiple parallel moments, possibilities running in sync with one another. Imagine being small enough to walk on one of those lines. What do you think someone on one of those other lines would look like? Details would be fuzzy, but your mind puts together the niceties of face to keep your subconscious happy. That's why you can't pull a picture of your dragons together. Your brain created images appropriate for your inner mind to swallow. Funny thing, the meat computer. These things make no sense, so I imagine dragons to understand. Maybe. Could be that's how you perceive their vibrational frequencies. Kind of like overtones. Vibrational images of the original. Or could be you're just nuts. He started to walk away, and as he did, his form began fading to the point of transparency. Are you leaving? Looks that way, Grandfather threw over his shoulder. I wouldn't worry too much. You're on the right track. And he vanished. Right track for what? I screamed at empty desert. His voice whispered in my ear. Listen to the overtones. Follow them in on final approach. They'll bring you home. They'll bring you home. Vibrational overtones. I just had a thought. There's a lot of speculation about what happens when passing through competing electromagnetic forces. What if I did the same thing with vibrational overtones. It's just a thought.